if you've been watching any of these videos, you can plainly see that I look a whole lot different in those videos than I do right now, including the facial hair. As the time goes by through the video, you'll see my hair get longer. We had a little deal where I was not going to cut my hair until I was done with the remodel. And then we raised money for a charity once I did decide to cut it. So that was pretty cool for that. But I'm kind of jumping into this next video, and you'll see a lot of the sheetrock and everything is already torn out, and you'll get a good idea of how far we've come. I look a little disheveled, as I always do when I do these videos, but I just kind of wanted to go through and see where we're at now, kind of give you an idea of some of the things that are working right. As you can see, the staircase is all torn out there, and I've got the underneath. I'm thinking that now that I've got this pulled apart, I was talking to the heating and air conditioning guy, and he says, well, you know, it's going to be about $8,000 to put that in. And I was thinking, that's because it goes underneath the house in central air. I don't really need the air, but I need the heat. And I was thinking maybe I could put a small electric furnace in this space here that's going to be under the stairway, and just close that off and put that in there and then run the ductwork myself. And that would keep me from having to have it under the house or try to figure out how we're going to do that. So that's a possibility there. In fact, I think I'll have him come over and take a look at it and tell me what he thinks about that. Been noticing a little bit of water coming in underneath one of the windows, so I'm going to have to fix that. But the nice thing about that is I'm going to replace these windows here. So you can't really see it here, but right down here there's a little bit of a wet spot there, but it's not a major deal since there's no sheetrock to mess up. So I got to get that fixed before we put that in. There's also one small leak in the roof up top. It drips about once every 5 or 6 minutes, and that's with a heavy rain we've been having over the last couple of days. So I'll need to get up there on the roof and figure out where that is. But again, I'm not real concerned about it right now because there's nothing really to damage up there. There's a little bit of paneling up there that's going to come down and be replaced with sheetrock as we go on anyway. One of the things I noticed while doing this is the flooring here. Let's see if you can take a look at that. This is the flooring that's underneath where we're at there, and it's not in good enough shape to keep, although it is in good enough shape to be the subfloor. And so I'll match all the other levels to that and then put another 1/2-inch sheet of plywood down before I put my new flooring down, just to make sure I got the same surface all the way around. Getting ready to work on the bathroom now, the bathroom flooring, ripping that out. Got some vinyl flooring in there, and that vinyl flooring can come out and get ready to redesign the bathroom here. The water lines coming in here are going to be moved, so is the tub. If I decide not to do a tub and just to do a shower, then I'll change that whole thing around. But where the toilet is here, as you can see, that's where the toilet was. I'm going to put the toilet over here, and then I'm going to have this doorway moved over a little bit, so with a pocket door in there, so that way we don't have to worry about the way the doors come over there. So that's kind of where we're at now. I've totally gotten all of the bad insulation, what I consider bad insulation. It was very old and blown in there. So as you can see, I've got all the ceilings out and everything, some electric in there that's going to have to come out. Of course, it's not hooked up to anything, as you can see, so I don't have to worry about that. All that's going to come down, and you can see where I have the paneling ripped out up there so I could get stuff from the top there. But I don't have to worry about any more insulation falling on my head, so that's a good thing there. The project's been taking a while. I've only been putting an hour or two in it a week, maybe 3 hours a week, so it's really not that big. I mean, I'm no Property Brothers. I can't afford to do it all in one shot. I'm no Chip and Joanna Gaines, maybe more Joanna than Chip, but that was a joke, by the way. I'm going to try to gather some people together and have them look at this as soon as I get it all cleared out and get some ideas on what they think of design. And I might get some professionals to do it if they don't charge too much. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead and get some friends in here that I think, that I trust to be a little design oriented. Nobody too far out there. I do like a clean look. I do like a modern look. Even though the house was built in 1948, I still want it inside to be, like a retro mod on a car, like getting a 1970 Toyota Land Cruiser and having everything inside, be up to date. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. The same way in the house, and that's why I did the electronics with Alexa to go ahead and turn on the lights.
A few things share the name lights. Which one did you want?
Kitchen.
Okay.
See? So, that's kind of the fun thing about this. And yeah, I know it's a little bit, maybe too much, but I don't care. You know what? It's fun. It's going to be a cool house. People are going to go, wow, that's really neat. And hopefully they'll like it. And whether I sell it or not, I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll just keep it, live in it, or rent it out. All right. That's it today from Flip and Florence. We'll do this again tomorrow. Well, I think that's a good stopping point for part 4. We'll look at more as I get time to edit and put it all into a nice little package for you.